So there are things that you can, that automatically cause you to run slower in your running or make you try to run harder to maintain your pace. Hey everyone, Steve Gonzer here. Happy Father's Day to everyone. Just a quick video. I just got done running and I want to talk to you guys about some things that work against you. I actually thought about this while I was running, and so it's unusually warm here in Buffalo. As you can see here, 88 degrees, and I just got back, and what I was thinking about on my run was there was absolutely no breeze. But what are the things that work against you when you're running? I think this is really important to know. So you have like heat and temperature, they work against you, the dew point, humidity, like that, the weather side of it, temperature. And then you have wind, you have hills would be gravity. There's all these things that work against you when you're running that you have zero control over. You can't control the temperature, you can't control gravity. You can't control a lot of these external factors, but there are things that also slow you down that you do have control over, and actually some of them can help you from the things that you can't control. So this will make sense in a minute. I think it should make sense. Maybe I got a heat stroke or something, I don't know. But this is on the heels of the program that we have coming up called Need for Speed. It's a 4-week boot camp. If you want to learn more about the run form changes I'm going to talk about, go to the link in this post, and that'll be more information for you as well. So hello everyone, thanks for commenting. So there's things that cause you to run slower externally, like I mentioned. There's the hills, there's temperature, all that stuff. But internally, these are the things that cause you to run slower. Number one is overstriding. So when you reach too far with your foot, right? So I'll just use this water bottle for example. I didn't plan on using anything for an example. So if this is your leg coming out and hitting the ground, right? If you're coming into the ground, you're trying to move this way, this force is a stopping force. It's like tapping the brakes. So way overstriding causes you to run slower. That is an internal force that you do have control over. You can change your stride to eliminate some of that braking force. But there's a bigger one that makes a whole world of difference for your running speed, and that's opening your stride. And I talked about it yesterday with getting float in your stride. So it's hot today, and while I'm somewhat heat acclimated at this point because it's been warm for a while, if you go to my Strava, you'll see like my pace didn't really deviate much, and I felt really good on my whole entire run, and everything felt pretty smooth. But the reason why that happened is because I was able to say, okay, it's warm out, I don't want to run slower, so I'm going to alter my run form a little bit and open my stride. And when you open your stride, you get what's called float. And when you push off, so you push off into the ground, you want to travel as far down the road as possible when you push off. The trouble is, most runners, they have these really low swinging feet, and they never pick up their feet, so they kind of scuff their way down, and they never really get to push off and carry. What you want to make sure that you're doing in your run form is finding what's called a figure 4 position. I'll show that here in a minute, but what that's going to do is it's going to cause you to run down the road further. So when you get into a hot temperature or a hot day like today, and you're like, wow, I have this external force bearing down on my running, you can start tweaking your run form and then seeing your pace and your speed maintained. So I'll show you real quick what figure 4 looks like. It's a part of everything we do in Need for Speed. That program starts on July 12th. You can click on the link in this post. Price goes up depending on when you watch this. Price is going up on Friday. I believe it's the 26th, but it says it right on the page. But in your run form, what you're looking to do is you want to try to find a position where you're taking this back leg, and when you push off, you're going to start driving it through. And what that's going to do is it's going to engage your glutes, it's going to engage your hip flexor and your core. And by doing that, what's going to happen at push off is it's going to give you more float. Now, there's a lot that has to do with this. You have to have the flexibility. You have to build the habit because it's pretty tiring to do. But if you practice and if you work on it consistently over time, it's something that can really transform your running and fight back against those external forces. If you want some help learning how to do it, how to master your float, your knee drive, your figure 4 position, go to the link in this post, and you'll see our program that starts on July 12th. All right, happy Father's Day, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.